Now I beg the question, is abstinence really the best choice? Hello besties, welcome again to Repro Health Unfiltered. Oh my god, I've missed you guys so much. Welcome to your favorite channel where it's a safe space for us to dissect and talk about issues of sexual and reproductive health, issues relating to faith and adopting healthy lifestyle. Now we are going to get to our contraceptive series, right? I did a poll and I realized a lot of people want to know about contraceptives. So we are going to begin with the basics today and start off with, is abstinence really the best choice? Well, we'll get to know. All right then. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that we can grow beautiful together, And if you are new here, you are welcome so much. And if you're a returning subscriber, you know how we do it. And now, before we get into our main topic for today, that is abstinence, we are going to understand the basis, right? This is the beginning of our contraceptive series. And so we need to understand what contraceptives are. Okay. Now, when we say what contraceptive is or what are contraceptives, it's simple. Contraceptives are methods, procedures, devices that are used to prevent pregnancy, right? Meaning, any device, method, or procedure that is done to prevent pregnancy is contraceptive, right? Let's take it again. Contraceptives prevent pregnancy. Most often, people equate contraceptives to family planning, right? Even though these words are used interchangeably, there are some distinct features, right? So, family planning is a broader umbrella, right? And I'm going to explain what is it, of which contraceptives fit in it. So family planning refers to efforts or the use of contraceptives, right, to space one's children, right, to also determine when one is ready to have a baby, that is determine the intervals between each birth. Okay, we use a contraceptive to achieve family planning. Okay, I hope you have understood the difference, right? So family planning is the bigger umbrella and contraceptives fall under family planning. So it's by use of contraceptives that we are able to adopt family planning or use family planning. I hope you understand. Okay, having understood contraceptives and family planning, let me quickly make known the benefits of family planning. Then we move straight to abstinence. Now, there are several benefits of family planning or the use of contraceptives. The benefits are for the children or the babies, they are for the mother, they are for the father, the community, right? And even the country at large. So I'm going to give some distinct benefits across all these domains that I've mentioned. For the woman, it's essential to plan your family, okay, or practice family planning or use a contraceptive method because one, it helps space your children, right, the intervals. And the essence is that it has health implications or health benefits on the mother. The uterus, which during pregnancy expands, is allowed time to revert back to its norm before another pregnancy is achieved. For the child, it allows the woman to have ample care to take care of the child by exclusively breastfeeding to ensure that the child's nutritional and other health benefits are met. Are you with me? To the father, In family and child studies, we determine childbirth as a crisis, not as a bad thing. But when babies come into the family, they demand and there are change of resources, right? So if you were spending about 1,000 cedis, let's say a week for family needs, once a baby come in, it's tripling or doubling, right? And so they need to be adequately planned for. And in most households where men are breadwinners, or even where women and men are that they are dual earners, it keeps kind of a toll on family finances when births are not most often planned. Now, to the community or the country at large, spacing our birth or practicing family planning help make sure that we achieve demographic dividend. I know it's a lot, but I believe you've appreciated the benefits I've mentioned so far. There are a lot more. Do let me know a benefit I didn't mention in the comment section so that others can also learn. Okay, besties, let's keep the wheel rolling. Now it's time to talk about abstinence. Now I beg the question, is abstinence really the best choice? Arguably, yes, abstinence is the best choice in terms of preventing pregnancies and sexually transmitted diseases. So now, what is abstinence? So abstinence in general is one deciding or dedicating themselves to a quest to stop something, right? For any reason at all. So now let's bring down to sexual abstinence. Sexual abstinence is the deliberate effort by an individual to avoid sexual activity or sexual intercourse. So if I decide today, or if I've never had sex before, or decide not to indulge in any sexual activity, I am set to be practicing sexual abstinence. People do it for varying reasons. The commonest reason of all is that people abstain for religious purposes, right? Some see it as an act of purity, chastity, right? An honor to their deity or God. And so this is one of the main reasons people practice sexual abstinence. Some people also practice sexual abstinence for health reasons. People that are undergoing treatment for STI are advised to practice abstinence during the course of the treatment. Some too due to some lifestyle requirements, or they decide to abstain from sex. So these are some few benefits, and whatever you decide, whatever your reason, it becomes the benefit for you, okay? And so the primary benefit of abstinence is that once you are not having sex, because sexual intercourse yields to pregnancy, so once you are not having sex, it means there will not be any pregnancy. And also through the act of sexual intercourse, there's an increased risk for sexually transmitted diseases. So if you are not engaging in the act, it means you are not getting any infection or disease. Easy peasy, right? So now let's move into the type of abstinence. So the people that practice abstinence are called abstinence. And there are two types of abstinence. We have primary and secondary. So in the name, primary abstinence or abstinence, okay, are those who have never had any sexual experience. Now, I didn't say sexual intercourse, right? Only sexual experience. It means that lie. They've not had any form of experience, be it first base, right? Second base or third base. I know what you know I'm talking about. Yeah, right? So no kissing, no touching, no nothing, right? These are primary abstinence. And when we say secondary, there are persons that they might have engaged in sexual experiences or activities, but at a point have decided to desist from it for various reasons. So that is primary and secondary. Let's continue.
Now, the truth is, practicing abstinence is not easy.
If anybody tells you that when you practice sexual abstinence is easy, It's a lie, my dear. Now, let me tell you why. Even aside that you have mentally committed yourself not to have sex, your own body will betray you, because biologically, or as done by the maker of the body, that is God, when it comes to women, in our cycle, our menstrual ovulatory cycle, there's a time that we ovulate, and ovulation comes with heightened, sexual urges and high libido. So whereas your mind says, I no go do, your body at some point will tell you, I want it. But do you always have to heed to your body? We have the spirit of self-control, don't we? And as for men, they are ever ready, right? And so abstinence is not easy. However, it can be achieved. And so I'm going to share with you some key tips to help you maintain your stance on abstinence. Remember, abstinence doesn't make you any less, or don't be pressured. Young people, anyone practicing abstinence, whether you're a primary or secondary, please don't be pressured into indulging in any sexual activity you are not ready for. It has its dire consequence, even though there are some positive sides to it. So indulge in sex at your own terms and when you feel you are ready. Whether yours is tied to religious reasons by waiting until marriage, keep it up and don't let anyone pressure you. So I'm going to give you some tips that are spelled out in the letters of the word abstinence to help you. How to maintain our stance on abstinence. A, avoid high pressure situations, right? If you know you're abstaining, don't go to anywhere that they will tempt you. Don't put yourself in position that will compromise your stance on wanting to abstain, right? B, be firm and maintain your stance. Don't say today I'm abstaining, tomorrow something come up. So be firm. If I'm saying I'm abstaining, I should be disciplined and true to my word, okay? Then say no, mean it, and stand by it. There's a habit of people are saying, oh, when women say no, they kind of mean it, please. Auntie. If you say the no, or brother, if you say the no, mean it, and stand by it. Let your no be your no. Okay? Now, T is talk to a trusted adult. Talk or communicate to a trusted person. Most of the time, people that have been taken advantage, or people they put their trust into. But your trusted person can be your parent, your friend, your pastor, anybody who might encourage you to maintain that stance. You can share with him. And there's no judgment here. In my style, you fall off, but the commitment is that you keep going at it. Then I is maintain yourself in extracurricular activity, right? Or social gatherings. The devil, they say, find works for an idle hand. So brother, auntie, sister, if you say you're abstaining, don't go and be always in your room, then blue film be coming into your head. No, go out, socialize, go play football, some amping, engage in extracurricular activity. Very, very, very helpful. All right, then N is name and shame any form of harassment. Like I said, people who have decided to abstain, there's a lot of societal pressure. Oh, you are colo, you are this. Please, if anyone harasses you, call them out. Tell them that Mama Ripoel said I should call you out. Name and shame any form of harassment, okay? Now, E, educate yourself on birth control and other contraceptive options. The fact that you are abstaining until that doesn't mean you should be naive. Oh, don't be naive. So anything can happen, right? And so even that information may not be for you, but a friend might call you 12 a.m. Charlie, I go do yawa. How for do am? And you are well informed to also give them the information. At any point, no judgment here. One thing may lead to something, and you might need that information to help you. A stitch in time saves 9, isn't it? Then we have negotiate with your partner. If you are in any relationship and you cannot negotiate with your partner or speak or communicate, then what are you doing there? So you can speak to your partner so that both of you will agree that, for one or two reasons, maybe for schooling, for health reasons, I want to abstain. And every correct partner must be able to respect the decisions of the other party, right? So that you come into a mutual agreement. Last but not least, C, consider your future aspirations, right? Like I said, a lot of people abstain because they have a purpose. Let that be your guide. You want to finish school before you start, you want to get married, that should be your focus and that should help you keep in line. Then the last thing, most importantly, exercise self-control. We all have the will to exercise self-control, right? So don't go and do and blame the devil that it was the work of the devil. We all know the devil is bad, but sometimes, hunty. So exercise self-control. The fact that your body is doing you do. That doesn't mean that you should give heed to it. So these are some points, right, that can help you maintain your stance on abstinence. All my beautiful people and besties, I'm going to end it here, hoping that you've learned something. Today we've learned what contraceptives are, what family planning is, its benefits, and what abstinence is all about as an introductory part to our contraceptive series. I hope you enjoyed this video like I did. Don't forget to leave me a comment, like, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any video from me. Alright, I'll see you in the next video. It's bye-bye for now. And hey, don't forget to subscribe and share. Kiss, kiss. Bye.